Hi guys, welcome back to breathe. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chinyere Okafo. Yes, or you could call me Chi Chi. That's an abbreviation or nickname for my actual name. Anyways, yeah, so welcome back guys. It's really amazing. Should I do this like this? And beautiful to be recording right now. I'm really happy I'm recording. I actually really love recording. Honestly, it's just a time for me to just breathe, relax, and just pour out my thoughts while recording. Anyways, I recorded a video yesterday. Actually, multiple videos yesterday. But I don't think I'm going to post the videos I recorded because they were really short, and I have a thing for wanting to post I have a thing for desiring that every video be 20 minutes. So the first one is 4, second one I recorded was 7 minutes, the last one was actually 20 minutes. So I think that's the only one I'm going to post. So yeah. So my style of content is sorry, let me start again. My style of content is like a very laid back style of content. Is very chill most of the times. I just put the camera in front of me and literally record and post. So yeah. Oh god, what did I want to say? Yeah, so I just put the camera and record, and I don't edit my videos. So I think that's really amazing. Yeah, so I think that will be my style for a really long time. So this might feel like a FaceTime conversation or like a video call or literally like a diary session. Literally, that's whatever, either of these three. That's basically, that would be like the feel of my content, if that makes any sense. So yeah. Before I move forward, what else did I want to say on my days? You guys, my brain is lagging today. So yeah, before I proceed, I'm just going to quickly like call my mom out. My mom says that she thinks that my clothing is too revealing and that my clothing is, I've forgotten the word she used. I think she said too much or something. But yeah, those were her words. Not specifically, not verbatim, but that's basically the essence of what she was saying. So she said my clothing is too revealing. So in the video that I recorded yesterday, I had worn a scarf around my neck so I would be more modest for her. But I told myself that I was literally going to be in that video, and the next video I'll dress how I typically normally dress. She thinks that it's a bit too much, but literally this is just how I dress, not because of the videos or because I'm recording. That's literally just my style. Yeah, so hi mom. But yeah, anyways, there's something I want to talk about in this video. So I wouldn't say title, but basically what this video is going to be about is I'll be sharing my experience, my educational, not educational per se, but like, you know, my background as it relates to school, and just where I'm mentally right now. Yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. So I'm gonna start from high school, grade 12 in high school. So grade 12 in high school, okay, after I finished, what am I saying? After I finished grade 12, when I was back home in Nigeria, what did I do? I like did an A-level program. For those who may not know, an A-level program is just like a buffer for university. So for your A-levels, you could either do like the program that's 1 year or the program that's 2 years, either, like whatever you decide. So I did the one that was for 1 year and a couple months. I think 6 months or 8, I can't remember, but 1 year and a couple months. So that was like after grade 12. And basically how the program works in Nigeria is that when you do your A levels, you can just enter directly to uni, like second year uni. You don't have to do first year again. So the A levels basically served as like a prep for uni, but you just go directly into the next year. So yeah, I did that for 1 year. Yeah, I did that for 1 year, and then I eventually went to second year in uni in Nigeria. And then last minute, like, I had the opportunity to travel to continue, like, obviously schooling in Canada. And I took the opportunity because I wanted to see what, living outside of your parents would be about. And I'm gonna be so honest, at that time, like, just around about the time where I traveled, I was already, like, mentally and emotionally saying goodbye to my siblings, because I've never had any reason or cause to separate from them or detach from them. Literally, it's just we've been like this forever. Yeah, so the only thing that literally separates us is school. That's it. So yeah, I was emotionally saying goodbye to them because I really, it broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie. It really did break my heart. I was so sad. And I think the one I was really heartbroken the most for was for my youngest sister, Chidera. Because we have such a close sister relationship, which feels like a bit like mother and daughter relationship. Yeah, so we're just really, really close like that. And then that's the one that really broke my heart. Like, it broke my heart for all of my siblings, but it was her specifically. I feel like I really raised her. So yeah, it was really sad for me. But then I spoke to my siblings and I literally told them, I was like, oh, you guys, like, literally, I swear, if you don't want me to go, I don't have to go. Yeah, that's what I told them. I was like, yeah, like, we had a conversation, just the four of us, and I was like, you guys, I'm going to miss you, but literally, like, I cannot bear anything happening to you guys whilst I'm gone. It's gonna break my heart. Like, if it's gonna affect you in any way, just tell me so I can stay. I literally stay. That's what I was telling them. But I think, like, despite the fact that I was telling them that, a part of me still wanted to go, because I feel like if they told me they really did not want me to go, I may not have gone, right? But a part of me just feels like I always have to just give things up just for their comfort, for their benefit. Like, I don't say that in a bad way. I genuinely wanted to. I wouldn't mind giving things up. It will improve the quality of their life, if that makes any sense. So I was like, okay, you know what? I genuinely might not go, but I really wanted to go this time. I actually wanted to go. I wanted to go simply because of the fact that I wanted to see what it felt like to live Nigeria, school in Nigeria. And I was and I was basically just envisioning how my life would be in the next, let's say, 2, 3, 4 years. And yeah, I was like, different opportunities might open for me, different doors might open, meet different people, different experiences, and all of those things that happen. I met different people, literally different experiences. I think what I had in my head of what was going to happen versus what actually happened are two different things, literally. So after I traveled, I came here, I did grade 12 again, and then I did grade 12 for like 8 months. It was like a very compressed and fast program, like my program at least. So I did just grade 12, but it was super compressed. So yeah, anyways, that's that. So I did that when I got here, and I eventually started uni again. I always wanted to study psychology. When I was in Nigeria before I moved here, I had already studied psychology. I thought psychology was something that I was super interested in. At the time, sincerely speaking, I was super interested in psychology. I was like, psychology, literally psychology. And then I think before I left, I and my dad had a conversation of, what do you want to study? What do you want to do? That kind of thing. So my dad, in typical African father fashion, was always like, Chichi, you're going to be my doctor. You're going to be my doctor. And literally, he said this since I was a child. So when I was a child, I used to say I want to be a nurse. I'm not going to lie. I used to say I want to be a nurse. I think I typically always said that just because of my father was somewhere there, like a spirit, just she's going to be my past. Sorry, she's going to be my, she's going to be my doctor. She's going to be my doctor. She's going to be my nurse. She's going to be my doctor. So I was now saying that to myself too. But eventually, I knew that I really had no interest in science. Let me not even start about science in high school. Anyways, I started with arts in high school and then finished with science. My journey is just all over the place, to be honest. So, and then, yeah, I eventually got here and I chose psychology. My dad was still, he wasn't really fully with the motion of me doing psychology, but I think that he just always gives me the leeway to just, he might not agree, he'll try to still impose, but he'll just be like, yeah, ultimately it's up to you, but I want you to do this. Like, literally, that's how he is. So I did do psychology, and yeah, I started psychology at a college here, and it was great. I'm not gonna lie, it was nice. The whole period, like, you know, the whole system of trying to organize your school life, if you have work, your work life, the things you want to do outside of school, just getting to know yourself, gym, those kinds of things. So I think the whole process of trying to control your own schedule by yourself independently was a great experience. After a while, I think I started like falling back in school, just simply because of the fact that I was going through a mental and spiritual phase. Yeah, I started to fall back from school a lot, and I think I just needed a break to redeem myself and just be by myself. I was confused, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not confused as I speak. I'm uncertain of a lot of things in my life right now, but I'm not confused. At that time, I was confused. Let me say that. So, yeah, what happened? So I started to, like, you know, fall back in school. I wasn't as interested as I was, but, you know, I was still, like, write important tests and, you know, those kinds of things, but I wasn't really invested in school anymore. And then eventually I realized I don't want to do psychology. Not because I wasn't interested in it, I was interested in doing psychology, but I realized that it's an interesting topic. Like, literally, I feel like I could hold good conversation when it comes to, like, you know, psychological topics and discussions, but I was like, I don't really want to do this. Like, I wouldn't mind being a psychologist, but I don't really, I don't want to do that. So that's where my mind was at that time. I did it for 1 year and I was like, no. And then eventually I withdrew from the program and I switched to a different program, the PSW program. It's like a personal support worker. It's like a certificate program. It's for 8 months, and literally you get to work in, like, the hospital where you're not a nurse or anything. You help in, like, you help in elderly homes and things like that. So that's basically what that is about, that profession is about. So I switched to that course. In all honesty, I switched to that course because I was like, okay, I don't want to do psychology. I already know that. The real reason I actually did that course was I did not want to seem like I did not know what I was doing to my parents at that point in time. So I was like, okay, you withdrew from psychology. Like, I basically transferred to, like, a healthcare course, and, you know, with my credits and what, you know, you understand what I mean. So I basically transferred to another school, another program. But the only reason why I did that, I didn't want my parents, I didn't want it to look like I did not know what I was doing, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. So I was like, let me make use of my options, let me utilize what I have around me, let me try something else. And I did try something else. I started with something else January, like the new program this January, and I was supposed to finish in August. As we speak, today is Saturday the 29th of March, literally. Can you see? Saturday the 20th. Oh my gosh. Saturday the 29th of March. And as we speak right now, I withdrew from that program again. I did want to do the program. I had started the program. In all honesty, the program was it was pretty straightforward, not complicated. I'm going to be so honest. It wasn't a hard program. an easy to complete program, if you ask me. Super easy to complete. And I was doing, well in the program, but then I was just doing it just for doing sake, not because I actually want to be a PSW or what. Nothing wrong with the profession, but deep down I knew like that it was just a facade I was putting on by doing the program. I didn't want to seem confused at that point in time, or like just unserious, or be looking like oh, this girl doesn't know what she's doing. So yeah, I did do the program, and I started in January and March. I just withdrew from the program literally about 4 days ago or so. Tuesday this week that just went by. I realized, I did not realize, I think I've always known that the program wasn't for me, but I wanted to at least do something for myself and my parents. So I was just doing it. I was like, okay, let me just get through the end, go back home. Let me just, do something and go back home. And then I just withdrew from the program. I think inside of me, I've been contemplating withdrawing. I'm going to be so honest. But my dad, wanted to come for my graduation and everything. So he was making plans to, at least when I did graduate this year, August. So I withdrew from the program. I just felt empty doing the program. To me, it was really pointless. But I think I just wanted to still give it a try for myself and my parents. At the same time, yeah, so after withdrawing from, before withdrawing from the program, I had this conversation with my friends, and just based off of my own intuition and my own internal compass. And I was just like, Chichi, you don't want to be here. Literally, you're just wasting your time and wasting money. Because what is this? I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to finish this program. I'm not too invested about it. I couldn't really care less about it, to be honest. So I was like, let me be honest with myself. And it was a conversation I had with my friend that really triggered this, like my actions. Like I knew it internally, but I was still trying to balance it. Let me just do it for my parents, right? I was still trying to balance that. You know what? I could just take one more semester and just go home. And I was like, I really don't want to be here. Like, what exactly? It's just like you have this aha moment, literally. Like, what is this word? There's a word I'm looking for. What is it called? It's like you have oh my gosh, I'm trying to look for the word. It's like when you have like an epiphany. Yes, literally, that's what I'm looking for. It's like when you have like an epiphany, like, oh my gosh, Chichi, what are you doing here? You don't want to be here. Literally, go. Nothing is stopping you. So it was one of those moments for me. And I literally withdrew from the course the next day. Yeah. I withdrew from the course the next day. And I did not tell my dad immediately. I think my mom was the first person that I told, first of all. And I told her first, I was like, oh, I just withdrew from the program, blah, blah, blah. She was, she wasn't angry, she wasn't mad. She was just in a state of, she was just like, instead of why, like she was just like, why, But she didn't really say that. She was like, okay, so what do you want to do? That kind of thing. But I could tell she was confused, like that was so random. Anyways, and then she was like, you know what, it's okay, that kind of thing. And then yeah, eventually I think the next day or so I told my dad about it. Yeah, I told my dad about it, and I have 1 minute left, so let me just quickly talk fast so I can finish the story. So I told my dad about it, and my dad literally stopped talking to me. Literally stopped talking to me. I was like, oh, like I want to be back home before my birthday. And I was like, I don't think I want to be here anymore. I don't think I want to finish this course. I just want to go home. Literally ignored me. And I know he's angry somewhere, or he's just like, why? And I feel like a part of him feels like I have robbed him of the joy of, saying my daughter has graduated from school. African parents and how they do their thing. Yes, I think I robbed him from that joy. He just stopped talking to me. So, but I know he's seen my text. I know for sure. That's literally how he does. If he's not, or if he doesn't agree with what you're saying, or he's just maybe pissed at you, he just stopped talking to you. So I was like, okay. So anyways, I think I'll finish this I'll finish my story in another video. But for now, bye guys. I'll make a part 2 literally after this video. But anyways, thank you for watching. I will make another video.